What's going on YouTube and fellow riders? This is Larry coming to you with a brand new video, teaming up with Chupacabra Off-Road and Yamaha Can-Am of Las Vegas to bring you these sweet videos. Today we're gonna dive into a brand new 2020 XRC Turbo RR. Yes, it's a mouthful. Can-Am has 20 different models or so, all headed under that X3 branding. We're gonna help you decipher some of those different models. But with this one, we're gonna start off with the big boy. This is the XRC Turbo RR. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get down and dirty with what makes this different for 2020 than from the 2019 models. First, we're gonna tackle really what you can't see, but what everyone's the most interested in, and that's horsepower. So last year you were at 172 horsepower, this year 195 horsepower. It's gonna be a lot more than just a tune that Can-Am thrown at this car to make more horsepower. It's a lot more than that. The way that they achieve this horsepower is gonna be with a bigger turbo. But with a bigger turbo, you're gonna get a bigger intercooler to keep that turbo and the air going into the turbo cooler. You also have a less restrictive air box, allowing for a lot more airflow into the car itself to make that horsepower. They also improved the pistons on this vehicle with more horsepower, more force from the turbo. You're gonna have to have a stronger motor, and that's gonna come from stronger pistons internally with the car. So, outside of the horsepower, some of the other differences, the car's gonna come standard with the Liberty 32-inch tires on a 15-inch wheel. All brand new designed, true beadlock wheel, great look to it. A little later on in the video, we'll get some up close pictures of that for you. We also have a brand new 7-inch display, digital display on the car. I'm gonna stand here right now and tell you I'm a little disappointed on it. It's something that I feel like could have been taken a little bit further, a little bit deeper, especially with the release of the new RZR. I feel like Polaris really hit a home run with some of their creature comforts inside of the cab itself. So that's one place where they kind of have Can-Am beat, in my opinion. But Can-Am is on the right track with this new digital display. You get a nice little kind of keypad to pick your eco modes now, your D.E.S.S settings instead of toggles. Cleans up the interior a little bit, makes it a little bit nicer there. On this car, you're gonna see the black roof. That is not standard. On this car, we opted to go with Can-Am's aftermarket black aluminum roof. Standard comes with a silver aluminum roof. We just felt the black looked a little bit better. Also, for 2020, you're gonna get a little bit taller of a car. They went through, changed some of the settings in the Fox Podium 2.5s and 3.0s on the rear, get a little bit more ground clearance out of this car along with the 32s. Can-Am says that everything else is the same. I feel like the car is a little bit stiffer, so I think some of those settings did have to deal with stiffening up the car a little bit, but time will tell as we get to drive these cars. So let's get up close to some of those changes and go from there. Okay guys, here's that new digital display I was telling you about from Can-Am. This one's missing the bezel. They actually sent it out to Razorback to get a new mount made. Razorback was having a hard time getting their hands on the 2020 model, so helping them out. But that's the display itself, and then there's the keypad I was talking about right there with all the different drive modes. So you're gonna have your temperature, your 4-wheel drive notification there, smart lock, what gear you're in, also your DPS, what setting you have it there, fuel, temperature control, and then of course trip, and then you see your eco or sport mode up top there. Once again, with this display, really nice. You see kind of the blinker indicators there and things of that nature. This is a display straight out of their Spider model, and they also use it on their watercraft. It's a little funny seeing this display on the PWC because they have the same blinker notifications on their watercraft, which kind of makes me laugh on the side-by-side. It kind of could be useful if you had a street legal kit, but other than that, you could tell that it's straight off of their Spider. Hopefully we see in the near future Can-Am kind of step up their game with their displays and their creature comforts inside the cab, kind of like Polaris did this year with their new ride command and steering wheel. Other than that, the interior of the X3 XRC is pretty unchanged. Intrusion bar. Here you're going to see price tag MSRP, which is going to be $29,599 on the MSRP. So let's talk about what makes this the XRC, and then also some of the same carryover things from last year. First thing carryover on the XRC that sets it apart from the XRS's is going to be your 4,500 pound winch with the winch front bumper. It's like their rock crawler bumper that they have. You're going to have the full skid plates along with the trailing arms, and then also the A-arms have their own little skid plates. I love those skid plates. I actually put them on my XRS 4-seater that I just built. Adds a lot of protection, keeps those A-arms and trailing arms looking brand new. Also the bold styling, graphics, and colors set this car apart. It's probably one of the brightest ones, especially in this new orange and black. It's a lot brighter than the blue and black from last year. You also get your intrusion bar. Like I said earlier, this car is going to have an aluminum roof that comes standard with. It's just usually silver. We opted to go with Can-Am's aftermarket black aluminum roof. You also get your lower door panels with the XRC, and then also your rock sliders here for your all-in protection with those skid plates. So really, really great package right out of the box. This is going to be the most set up X3 that you could buy. These are accessories that most people do before the car ever leaves the showroom. So the fact that you could get these accessories on the car all from the factory is really, really cool. Also, if you were to do these accessories, you know, and add them onto an XRS, you're actually getting a price break on the XRC with these accessories. So bang for your buck, this car is going to be it, especially because it comes standard with those 32s that we're going to talk to on the changes for 2020. So hopefully you really liked the video of the new 2020 XRC Turbo RR. If you did, please go down below, hit subscribe, hit that notification button, show us some love. Once again, special thank you and shout out to Chupacabra Off-Road for making us part of the family over there. Once again, Yamaha Can-Am of Las Vegas for letting us use their showroom to film these videos. One of the best places in Las Vegas if you want to buy a side-by-side. Little bias there, but they're my peeps over there. So go down, see Travis or Gino. They'll take good care of you on these cars. So until then, guys, we'll see you next time. Remember